Please click the subscribe button and the notification icon. It will help us a lot.
We don't always hear about the bad stories. We usually hear about the good stories. There's always like, yeah, it was hard for a couple of years, but then we got a bunch of money and we're moving forward kind of thing. But like those huge, like I mean, Pixar, the Toy Story came out in like 95 or something, but it had been around for like 20 years before that, right? Or at least 10, and no one had ever heard of it. And then they made a movie and now it's a big deal. But like, they had to go through a lot of stuff before they ended up making Toy Story. And everyone says like, oh yeah, overnight success, that's amazing. It's like, well, okay, hold on. That was like 2 decades of just hell, and a lot of good moments. But I mean, that's kind of life. Like, no one takes pictures of the sad moments in life. Everyone only takes pictures of good moments. Everyone's smiling. Everyone's, if you're pissed with your girlfriend, you're not going to take a picture. Like, so you forget that moment. You take a picture of when you're happy and when the memories you want to keep. And so when you look through the album, when you look back at the history of whatever, it's always going to be the highlights. It's never the low points. It's so I think we always have to remember that, is that we look at, and perfect example, I do that all the time where I look through someone's portfolio. I'm like, this is incredible work. How do they only put out incredible work? This is incredible. Incredible. And I always forget, no, they had to draw tons of shit before that came out. And I can say that about the tuner. You mentioned the tuner. Like, what's in my portfolio is the good stuff, but like, I drew a lot of stuff that was just crap. Like, it just didn't work. And it was me trying to figure out the story and stuff. And so I have to constantly remind myself that, especially the art of books and people's portfolios, and that's the best of what came out of it. And all the stuff that made the movie is all the stuff we never get to see, which I think is unfortunate. I think companies or studios should really put out books with all just the crappy art, which they'll never do because they're trying to sell books. And really, that's such like a nerdy art thing. It's like, I want to see the crappy rough drawings, like, because that's the stuff that gets the movie made, not the one painting that they use to market the film, So I think we do have to realize that there's a lot of struggle for that one success. There's, it takes 4 years to make an animated feature, so it takes 4 years to make an hour and a half. Like, that's incredible. Like, that's a lot of time and a lot of people. And it's a miracle that it even got made, because no one could make up their mind and no one knew what it looked like, and no one until the very end, and like, oh, that's what it was. And so I think we just all need to give ourselves a break and just say, it's okay, we're going to fail, but we're still going to come out on top if we put in the work.